Well, hello, audience, peers, friends, enemies, Carl. I know you're watching this, Carl, and I'll thank you for that. You're a good man. Hi, I'm Josh Brunson, and this is my sentient t-shirt. Say hi. Okay, fine. Anyway, I'm here to talk to you about why I love comic books. If you do as well, then I welcome you as brethren. If you don't, I will convert you. So without further ado, let's get to the good stuff. So, I love to draw. I always have, ever since I was a little boy. So of course, the first thing that drew me into comic books was the art itself. And it doesn't hurt that there are guys like these doing all of the art. I mean, look at all these arts, man. It's like all the different colors and the stylings and the characters. Holy cheese, what is that? Is that a demon? Is that a goblin? Is that Satan? Satan, is that you? Can we move that, please? I'm gonna lose my lunch. Can we? Cool, awesome. Yeah. So, besides that, the art in comic books can truly be inspiring for myself as an artist, and even for everybody else as readers and onlookers. And I mean, all of the character designs, the art, and the pages just gets me tickled in all the right places. So, not only is the art in comics oh so good, but the stories are also super fantastic. Like, there have been some truly great stories in comics over the years that have touched on some very complex themes. I mean, look at the X-Men. The whole humans versus mutants dynamic can be seen as an allegory on civil rights or any major social justice movement since the past ever, really. And the new Captain America, well, he just came out as a liberal, which is huge because Cap is normally seen as someone who's above politics and doesn't side with one single viewpoint. And if you want to get even deeper, there was an entire Iron Man storyline about Tony Stark's battle with crippling alcoholism. Yeah, the kids read this stuff. Little babies reading about alcoholism. It's great. There are also some great event comic storylines like Civil War, Death in the Family, and Spider-Verse that are the big blockbuster events that you don't want to miss out on. And then there's Watchmen. Like, that's a whole different thing of itself. Like, I need to do an hour-long video to talk about this, or maybe even a series. Like, I don't know, man. Alan Moore, he just likes to get complex with his stories. I don't know, maybe it's like the beard. It's strangely mystifying, getting lost in it. Now, y'all know I had to hit something big for the finale, and I do deliver, okay? Superhero movies have shown that when you do it right, comic books will draw in a huge crowd. And the best example of this would obviously be the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with the first Avengers having the second highest opening weekend of all time. I mean, it was the first until Jurassic World came on the scene. It was like an awesome movie, but that's a whole different point to talk about. Let's do that later. And not only do these movies make bank, but they're also a great way to draw in new audiences that wouldn't necessarily go out and buy a comic book.
But people who aren't fans of comics are just joining the bandwagon, so they're not real fans. So
Okay, you shut up. People like you are why nerd culture is seen as a bad joke. Go home, eat your milk, respect your mother. Anyway, this also applies to the TV side of things, and even more so. Some would even say that TV is a better medium for comic book stories, as they can be more serialized and give more room for story and character development. And this is evident in all of the comic book shows on TV right now, from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., The Flash, Arrow, iZombie, The Walking Dead, Peggy Carter, and the entire legacy of DC's animated content. Also, quick shout out to Bruce Timm, the guy who created your childhood. Batman animated series, Superman animated series, Justice League.
Well, what about Gotham? That's a comic book show, too. I mean, you got Fish Mooney and Oswald and Baby Bruce and all those guys.
Do not mention that piece of filth in my presence.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up. The art, the stories, the community created by the movies and television. Those are the three biggest reasons why I love comics, and you should too. And if you'll just indulge me for 1 second. Oh my gosh, guys, the episode of The Flash last week was awesome. Like, Barry was running, and Cisco was like, oh man, you gotta run faster, dude. And Barry was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And Criminal was like, I'm gonna kill you, Flash. Of course, Flash was all like, I'm gonna kill you too, Flash. But Barry was like, I'm not gonna catch me. And then, like, the girl Grok, he was like, I'm gonna mind control you, Flash, and you grok me like bananas. And then, like, Firestorm came and was like, shoot fire, blam, 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 blam.